exhibition. Alright guys, we have arrived to Juneau, so now it's lunchtime here at the concierge, and we are going to head out on an expedition to see the glacier up front. So let's see what we have for lunch today.
Oh boy.
Okay. So I had a really big appetizer, 3 appetizers, and now this beautiful quinoa and salmon. So we need a lot of calories because we're going to be next to the glacier. So cheers, welcome to Juneau. This is our second stop. Welcome to Juneau. This is the capital of the beautiful state of Alaska. Let's see what waits for us. We are going on a glacier tour. Come on. We have arrived to the Mendenhall Glacier. Look at me. And it's cold, but it's not as bad as people say. And it really just depends if you're lucky enough like we are, that we got one of those 50 to 60 days of sun or cloudy weather and no rain. Look at this. Oh. Welcome to Juneau. We are right now in the Mendenhall Glacier. This is one of the main attractions here at Juneau, and this is actually one of 38 glaciers that form part of the 1,500 miles of the Juneau ice field. So of course it's melting, as you can see. It's not as it used to be, but this just has to do with the climate change today. And it's beautiful outside. We have been so lucky to have one of the 50 to 60 days of sun or partly clouded like today, because normally it's raining here. As you can see, I came super prepared. This is waterproof. My pants are waterproof. Thank God I didn't have to use them, for the rain, but you must have to be prepared because usually you're going to get some rain. So we're going to walk all the way to the other side where the waterfalls are. You can't get really, really close to them, but I think it's going to be worth the trip because it's about an hour walk, come and go. So enjoy this beautiful view. And of course, the most important thing is breathe in the fresh air. Welcome to Nugget Falls. Like I always say, when you go to a natural place like this, the energy that it's in these places, it's very high. So take some time, not just pictures and videos, but actually just relax. We have made it. We've walked down the trail. It's about half an hour, 2.5 miles or so. It took longer than expected, actually, than you would take for that long, but it's beautiful. It's totally worth it. Don't just come here and stay in the visitor center. We have approximately 150 meters high and 2 tiers that are dropping water right into the lake. And it's fresh, it's nice. Some people are actually going in. So if you're brave enough and you can stand the cold, definitely. I've seen some people pick up some rocks and take them with them. So maybe a little souvenir, I don't know. I'm not gonna do that, but I hope that if you love nature as much as I do, you definitely consider one of these as your top destinations. The energy is bliss. Take some time, take a deep breath, enjoy it.
Turns out this works my end of seat. So you are close 3 meters and it already opens. Amazing.
last stop. This is Skagway. FYI, if you have tours, make sure you leave on time and you bring your passports if you're going into Canada. We actually lost our tour. We remembered halfway through that we didn't have our passports with us, and they don't accept the mobile passport, which is kind of silly, but you know, rules are rules. And we ended up getting another tour, you know, whatever was kind of left. So I always say everything's for a reason, right? So we're making the best of it, staying positive. Also, they don't allow drones on the cruise ships, so I've been lucky enough to get some shots in the last stop. Just FYI, if you're thinking of traveling with your drone, keep that in mind that they do not allowed to. You're not allowed to have them on the ship. The guy said, well, normally, you know, some people it just passes and it's difficult to detect. But since I had to go back for my passport, they saw it and they retained it. They'll give it back to me when we're done. Always think positive, of course. Everything's for a reason. Today, we weren't as lucky. It's raining. This is actually the normal weather in these locations, rain. So all of this that you've seen me wear, that it seems like too much, now it comes in handy because this is totally waterproof. So you definitely want to have waterproof, you know, either a vest or pants, whatever it is you have, because this is 40 degrees and rainy, cloudy weather. So there's a lot of things to do here. Let's see how our tour goes and make the best of it. You know, that's all we can do. We're on vacation. Welcome to Skagway.
Pictures of the British Columbia sign?
So bathrooms are closed, right? Literally. There's a bear? Yeah. So we are being recommended to pee in the trees. It's going to be a nice experience. Let's go pee in the Canadian trees. So I can officially say that I'm peeing in Canada forest. There's no bathroom, guys, so we literally had to pee in the forest. Yeah, this was fun. Thanks, Canada. Left a little bit of myself in your forest. Right now we have crossed over to Canada and we are in the beautiful Lake Touchette. Look at this. I mean, if you're a nature lover like me, definitely visit these views. All right, guys, we've had an amazing tour. Marissa here. You are a really great commentator. You
Thank
kept
you.
everybody entertained. It's so much information. If we can give our viewers a little bit of the information that we had right now, we're in the Tushai Lake, and you're here not all year, right?
Correct, yes. So I'm only here during the summer season. I got here this season, the beginning of April, and then I'm going to stay until the very last ship. So if anybody has a late season cruise, come along. Yeah, because we'll be here for the 23rd of October, as long as the ship makes it.
And you're already used to the cold weather,
Yes.
like fast.
Yep.
You're not cold at all.
No.
No. I love it. You get used to it fast.
Yes, been up here for 8 seasons, so you acclimate eventually.
Amazing. How many people do we have living? You were saying this at the beginning of the tour that actually live in Alaska, in Skagway.
The census would say 1,200, but it ebbs and flows a lot with the season. So I would say in the winter, and nobody really knows, it's kind of an ish number. It might be as low as 600, 800, somewhere in there. And then in the summer, it balloons up to thousands of people like myself who work seasonally just in the summer.
You guys definitely take, some of the burden out for the locals because of now how many tourists do we get here every single year?
We're expecting 1.3 million this year.
Wow. How many tours do you do a day?
Usually 2, but they're longer, so 3 or 4 hours. That makes for one solid day.
Nice.
Yeah.
And would we say that maybe mid-September, like right now, is maybe one of the best seasons?
I think so. I
This time
mean,
of year?
look at the fall colors, right? They're gorgeous out here. The water is changing into that silty, milky, beautiful turquoise hue. You're going to have fewer people on cruises, so if you like less crowds, that's a good fit too. A lot of the shops are kind of trying to sell off their stuff, so a lot of discounts as well.
I saw
So,
that. I was like, is that true?
That
or
is true. Yeah,
Amazing. Okay, so any tips for everybody that's thinking of coming here?
absolutely. Book independently because
Okay.
that way you support locals. If you go through the ship, yes, they will guarantee that you get back, but so will we. And it's a much better price for what you get.
Okay, and we're supporting the locals. That's
Exactly.
amazing.
Yes.
Oh, tell me a bit about the natives. Do we have?
Yeah. So in the Skagway area, we have Tlingit people. And so that's our First Nations, because we're in Canada, or Native American group in the Americas, or at least in the United States. And that's ours in Skagway. And so there's not a lot of people left. So it's really important to learn about their culture, their language, and try and honor their history as well.
Anything that we should know about that culture? Do you know anything about the Tlingits?
Oh, it's really up to them to say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Can
think.
we find some?
Probably in town. Yeah.
Town?
Yeah.
All
I'm sure you
right.
can.
We're gonna see if we can find some then. Is there something that you would say that you must take from this tour, like when we go back to town, like as a souvenir?
Oh,
something,
as a souvenir,
something
like
from here.
Skagway?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that totally depends on you. Honestly, everybody has such diverse interests. There's something for you here. So my only recommendation is to look around. Make sure you go up in between 5th and 7th Avenue. That's where the local shops are. So try and get some locals. See what you can get.
I like supporting the locals, so we're gonna go there. Marissa, you're awesome, by the way. Your attitude is super cool. So where are you going after this? After the season is over?
Oh, in the winter? Yeah, we're gonna go down to Florida because my boyfriend's from there. Florida. Yep, Florida. We might see you.
How much? How cold is it right now? It's 40.
Probably 40s.
40?
Yeah.
And how cold does it get once the winter gets here?
They can get -20. Yeah.
You don't want to be here for that. All right, guys. See you soon.
Yeah.